Oh,
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Dead Funny Podcast. I'm your host, Chris. Joining me today my co-host, Kelsey and JoJo.
Hey.
Hi there.
And we are going to talk about the Xbox Showcase. As some of you might know, an episode came out Thursday, which was me watching it live as it was going. I didn't do it live. I recorded it and released it right afterwards, but whatever. Anyways, and I said that you'd get information from whoever was going to be on the podcast that night. Well, here you go. Here we are. Kelsey has watched trailers. JoJo also watched it live as well. I'm a jackass because I didn't invite him to come watch it with me. But yeah, we're all good.
Slept through it anyway. So.
Wait, did you actually wake up early so you could go watch it?
Is that what you said?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
I adore you.
See, that's dedication, and I can appreciate that. Because whenever I first started my new job, so many people made fun of me because Final Fantasy VII's Remake had just released their second overall trailer, and it was at 9 o'clock in the morning. And I start work at 8, so I took my first break at 9 o'clock in the morning so I could go watch the trailer. And it wasn't even in English. It was Japanese. I had no idea what they were saying. There were no subtitles, but I was like, God damn, that trailer was amazing.
Just his enthusiasm just powered him through the rest of the day. My God.
Oh, that was so great.
Man, if you could survive off of Final Fantasy VII enthusiasm, you would never need to eat or drink, man. You would just be powered for life.
Right?
Well, overflowing with that.
Yeah.
Well, I think in typical Microsoft fashion, we will kick things off with Halo. They started off with Halo. Now, Halo's been a big love of mine. For a lot of you that don't know, I started out my Xbox gaming with Halo, the very first Halo. And I've been playing it ever since then. I still play with my family. Literally the other night I was on playing with my mom, my aunt, and my cousin. We were all fucking playing Halo together. My brother was taking turns with my mom because they both shared an Xbox. And yeah, we're all super fucking pumped for Halo. Brandon, as you guys know, has Master Chief behind him. He's a huge fucking Halo nerd. Tons of Halo tattoos. Like he is all in it to win it. So
30-something Halo tattoos.
It's
right?
something like that, yeah. His whole
It's just a lot of tattoos of any kind.
Right. Yeah, he's super dedicated, man.
Yeah, when I found out about that, I'm like, I love Mass Effect, but there is no damn way I would get a Mass Effect tattoo, let alone more than one, and getting up to 30 is just ridiculous. So he has a level of obsession that I'm kind of afraid of, to be honest.
Yeah, his whole left.
Get more than Eris, but then you can't do 30 characters.
His whole left tricep is dedicated to the red team, and his whole right tricep is dedicated to the blue team. So it actually has a blue Spartan. It says blue team on it, and then it has the blue team logo, which is the shark. And then same thing with the red team on the other side. I know on one of his shoulders he has the ODST drop. He sends me a fucking picture every time he gets a new one. It's like, bro, look what I got. Which I mean, come on. I do the same shit with all the cool shit I get. I don't get tattoos. So. To be fair, though, I was to get one.
Around so you can fiddle with them during a podcast as opposed to just looking at them.
I actually don't have VV on my desk anymore to just deter me from doing that. So I do not have VV on my desk. Although hopefully within the next week or so, I think my bookshelf's supposed to get here, so I can put all my shit over there. But anyways, back to it. So one thing that I absolutely fucking loved. Well, first off, I hate that fucking guy that was on the ship with Master Chief. He was just annoying to me. I didn't really get him. I was like, why is he here? Like, dude, you're talking shit to a fucking Spartan. Like, let's be real. What are you going to do? Come on. But the thing for people like Kelsey who don't know Halo, don't play Halo, and I'm not going to get too much into lore here whatsoever because I know at some point we plan on doing a DFU. The graphics were redone, obviously, because it's a new game and it looked beautiful. But they did it in a tone where it looked like the original Halo. Like the landscape and everything, like the way the colors bled through. All of it looked like the actual original Halo. And I fucking love that. It was so goddamn gorgeous. Oh my god, it blew my mind. The grappling hook shit, that's new. That blew me away. I was like, holy shit, we can fucking Batman over here. I was like, what? Throwing environmental shit at your enemies, that's new. You could never fight. You could shoot the blow up canisters, but to actually pick them up and throw them, it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm pretty pumped about Halo. Honestly, that was man, that was just fucking beautiful. Like I said, the cutscene, I could have took it or left it, but the fucking gameplay, I'm glad we got gameplay because that I've been waiting on. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they're all like, "What do you think about the new Halo?" I was like, "Well, until I see gameplay, I don't know." Anyways, go Kelsey.
I was going to say this was the trailer I got nothing out of because I'm like, I don't know anything. So they're like, ooh, and I'm just like, no shit's given, no shit's given. So I think JoJo's opinions are going to be much more valuable.
Oh yeah, no, I love Halo too. I've got I love Halo also. I have the Legendary Edition Halo 3 helmet like downstairs somewhere.
Nice.
Halo.
Nice. My mom has that.
And,
I actually have the Reach statue. That's the one that I got.
Oh.
Yeah, all the on the rock.
Grappling hooks. Good. And like every game should have grappling hooks. That's always a good idea. Honestly, like assuming they do the right thing, then they like just cause it up so you can do a grappling hook onto like enemy ghost and hijack it from afar.
Oh wow, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Or like a ship goes flying by, like a banshee or something, and grappling hook the banshee and just take you off in the air, and you just hijack it. Wow, I didn't think about that.
They have to let you do that, right? Because why else have a grappling hook?
Well, it looked like the reason they added the grappling hook was to navigate the fact that one, we've never been able to swim in a Halo. And we've also just recently been able to wall climb in a Halo. By wall climb, I mean grabbing literally like an edge of a ledge and being able to pull yourself up, not actually climb up a wall. And for those of you who don't know, this is the first open world Halo ever. Like actually having a map and being able to look at a map and decide where you want to go and explore. Yeah, this is the first time. Halo's always been super linear. Like you getting a fucking map and it's like there are clear dirt driven paths on where you're supposed to go. And that is it. Like there's no exploration. You're going here whether you want to or not. Because we have a story and you're going to fucking listen to it. So
that actually makes me more interested in it, to be honest.
Yep, first time we've ever had a map, so I think that's why they added the grappling hook, for us to be able to, because you see him use it to jump up on the top of this one ledge to get up there by that water fountain or whatever the hell it was, whenever he jumped up there and before he grabbed the canister and threw it. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I think that's one of the main reasons, but yeah, I agree with you. And if they keep boost, like they have in Halo 5, where like you can jet boost a little bit, where it's like a quick shot to your left, right, front, back, and it's like half a second. If you have that and a grappling hook, imagine how much distance you could close so fast in multiplayer, like playing against people. You'd be able to close the distance. Like people who would like me, who like swords. Oh my god, just fucking be running, see somebody boost, and then grappling hook to them and stab them right in the fucking face. Like, oh my god, that's gonna be great. I'm excited. I'm excited to see that function.
Yeah, the shot of the menu they showed. The shot of the menu they showed had like an upgrades tab, so I have to assume you'll be able to start doing crazy stuff at that point as you collect something. You know what will be.
Well, we also got introductions of old weapons too that were in the older games that they took out, like the Mauler, the little shotgun pistol that he had. Yeah, like that was in Halo 3, and then they took that one out after 3.
4 and 5, they weren't any stuff at all.
Wow. Yep, exactly. So yeah, that's the coolest part of seeing that the brutes are back. Dude, his line, whenever he's like, I wish I could tell you that taking over the UNSC was easy, but it wasn't. Or wait, but it was. Or it wasn't easy, but it was. And he just smiles. I was like, bro, this motherfucker right here, dude. I am super pumped for this boss. He seems like a badass. But what's interesting, though, is that he mentioned Atriox. And as far as I'm concerned, Atriox was only in Halo Wars 2. And I know that they're canon. I know that they're canon, but like Halo Wars 2 still talks about like other Spartans. So it's like that's a long fucking connection to make. Yeah, Atriox was like one of the playable characters and the main brute baddie in Halo Wars 2. So for him to bring up Atriox, I'm like, holy fuck, dude.
Well, I thought the game took place after 4 or 5, right? Because there are other Spartans. There's the other dude from 5 that you played as.
There's New Age Spartans, but Jerome and them were before the fall of Reach. 100% before the fall of Reach. I don't know when specifically Halo Wars 2s take place,
Right,
but like I said, I know Jerome and them have supposed to have died before the Fall of Reach. Like the Fall of Reach is supposed to be the end of like everything before Master Chief's like fucking specific class or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Locke and all them are fucking the New Age Spartans and stuff like that, which, you know, whether you think they're... Well, but you still have Franklin and Douglas and all them too, though. The ones that were on Master Chief's team in 5.
Right.
I don't know, dude. Fucking Halo's timeline is confusing sometimes. Dude, I love Halo. Dude.
I mean, they're glossing over the whole thing where Cortana took over a bunch of robots and shit. Like,
oh, yeah, that's true.
For this trailer on that brute guy and then not address the Cortana situation at all.
With the Prometheans? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll stop diving so far into Halo lore so Kelsey doesn't just look like she's fucking lost the entire podcast. So
No, I was just sitting here. I was going to keep a vacant smile on my face, and when we circled back around to something I knew about, I was going to jump back in.
Oh, shit. So
I was going to try really hard not to listen in case there were any spoilers, because I don't want to know any.
Oh, yeah. No, I know. By the time you get to the shit that we were talking about, you'll fucking forget. There's a lot of lore to that game. There is a lot of lore to that game.
Very dismissive, but was probably accurate.
It has nothing to do with your brain power at all. It just has to do with the fact that it's... I mean, Final Fantasy VII took us 30-something weeks to fucking knock out. Halo's not going to be as long, but it's going to be... If you could do Halo in less than, 15 episodes, I'd be fucking surprised. I would literally be surprised.
That depends on the enthusiasm of whoever's teaching, which if I have any say in it, is going to be Brandon, but Brandon needs to get his shit together. I'm saying that because he broke something today, not because I'm actually giving Brandon shit.
She's giving Brandon shit
together so he can teach me.
So yeah, the next one that I thought was really fucking cool. So first off, Obsidian Games. Holy fuck. They're supposed to be like the next Bethesda. I need to fucking figure these guys out, because not only did they show up and was like, hey, by the way, you know that fucking free space game that we gave you guys? Well, here's some fucking DLC for it. The Outer Worlds or whatever it was. Yeah. They're all like, here's some free DLC. Oh, here's a game we've been working on. And then I like how cheeky the guy was after that. Like, he starts talking about like the game and the DLC. He's like, oh yeah, by the way, you know that RPG that we were working on? Oh, you don't, but here it is. And then they just showed a fucking RPG game after that. I was like, who the fuck are these guys? What? What is going on? I was like, what the shit?
No.
Oh.
Like they developed Fallout New Vegas. They did.
Yeah, I know that because they did the Outer Worlds was supposed to be like
Kotor. They did Knights of the Republic.
Yeah.
2.
They did? Okay.
Also.
And they were purchased by Microsoft in 2018.
But so like they've been independent for a bit, and that's why they did like smaller scale stuff. But now they have Microsoft money. Like they could make something on a Bethesda scale again. It could be very exciting.
Well, I am super fucking pumped for Grounded. Oh my fucking god.
That looks so neat.
That looks so fucking fun. My face, when they do the whole thing where they're like, you can help your friends fight spiders, or you can leave them to die while you go off solo. I was like, what? Yes, that is awesome. Yes, I was like, no fucking way. I love survival games.
You. The moment they said, or you can just leave them to die while you run away, I was like, that's exactly what fucking Chris would do. Like, I had that thought.
Oh my god.
Not playing that game with you.
I'm so excited to play that game. I love how they introduce it too, where they're like, get ready for the biggest game ever. Then keep looking for Cyberpunk 2077. But if you're ready for the smallest game ever, then look no further. I was like, that's fucking great, dude. It was a great trailer. You can base build. That looked fucking awesome. I love base build survival games. And as you watch later on, it looked like as you kill insects, you could use their body parts not only to fashion weapons, but to fashion armor as well. That is fucking awesome. I am so super excited to play the fuck out of that game.
It looked like it had all of the the kind of cute graphics and the adorable interactions with your world that you get in like Stardew, but you get a little bit more of that survival aspect that you have in something more like Raft, which I'm super into right now. But I really like that because that sounds like fun. Did you just start giving me shit for something?
No, I said no. I want to play Raft. I haven't got a chance to play it. I want to play Raft bad. Yeah.
Do not play it by yourself, though, because you will just repeatedly die. It is definitely a game to play with friends, and it is infinitely more fun, and we can stop talking about this, but it's really, really fun.
And one of the things I do want to point out for people who don't know that much about Xbox, I mean, first off, every game that we saw during the showcase is technically, quote-unquote, free to play. If you have the Game Pass, which is literally the Ultimate Game Pass, which is $14 a month, you can play all those games without even owning an Xbox. You can play them on your computer. Because the Premium Pass is literally $15 a month. That's it. That's all you have to have is just that pass. And you can literally play all those games for free on your Xbox or your computer, including Halo.
For as long as they have them up. And only for the periods of time that they have them up.
They're different than PSN. They're different than PSN.
Microsoft, like anything Microsoft themselves make will probably be up for
forever. And all those were Microsoft-made games. That's why they showcased them.
Right. Yeah, there's a couple, I think, that were third-party that showed up. Like, that will be there. Like, Tetris will be on Game Pass for some time, but not necessarily for eternity.
Yeah.
Right? But
and, like, PSN does, like, monthly rotations. Microsoft does, like, monthly rotations, but it's adding shit in. It's, like, half a year before they take something out. Like, they have tons of fucking games on their pass. It's ridiculous.
Okay, so it's actually more expensive than the other ones that are on the market, is what you're telling me.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, it's, in my opinion, it's worth it because it's like fucking $5 more. Because the original Game Pass is $10, but you can only play the stuff on your Xbox. For an extra $5, you can download all the shit on your computer because it's all Microsoft. So an extra $5, you can download that entire library on your computer and just play it on your computer without having to have an Xbox at all. Is pretty fucking cool. Like, that's pretty sweet. But yeah, so fucking Grounded. It literally comes out in like what, 5 days? Like, oh my god, dude, I'm gonna play the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, super fucking pumped to play that one.
Well, was that one announced in any way, shape, or form before today?
I had never heard about it at all, but I was sure it has.
I think it may have been last E3 or something, but they announced it last year, and people were like, why is Obsidian making this thing that looks like this and not an RPG? And didn't get, like, super... weren't stoked about it then, but I think it showed way better now.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
But,
Fair enough.
It was a side project they were working on that they then decided to sell, I think.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Avowed, obviously, next one on my list. The RPG they showed directly after that. First off, whoever shot that arrow is the best goddamn archer in the world. Like, I mean, fucking Jesus, dude.
Or just lucky. Let's acknowledge luck exists.
I mean, he caught the best fucking gust of wind to ever hit the fucking earth and just carry that arrow all the way on the other side of the fucking planet. It was crazy. I was like, can I have him as a fucking quarterback, please? Like, Jesus.
What'd you say, JoJo?
The game probably has a luck stat. Like, he could just be genuinely lucky.
Oh, yeah, he could be a shit archer.
True.
Just ridiculously lucky.
Yeah.
That's true.
Right.
But yeah, the graphics alone caught me. But whenever we saw the sword come out, I was like, oh shit, RPG, sword, medieval, like you're speaking my language. Whenever he pulled up that other hand and then wrote the spell out in the air, I was like, bro, let's fucking go, dude. Yes. Yes. Oh my god, I got so hyped for that. I was like, oh my god, dude. And that's when I was like, Obsidian, I don't know who they are, but I gotta get on that train. Like right now, I'm so loyal to Square Enix, I don't even look at other companies. I've been fucking hurt so many times. But I think I'm ready to open up for some love again for Obsidian. I think. We'll see. They play their cards right with Grounded and Avowed. I think I'm okay to open up my heart for another gaming fucking design and develop group, whatever the fuck they're called. Oh man.
Obsidian makes good stuff.
Dude, that's crazy. I always wanted to play it Outer World, but I just never got around to it. I heard it's fucking amazing.
It starts off pretty good. It peters out near the end, but it's pretty good. Yeah, and it's you own it, right? Like it's no cost to you, so play it.
Exactly, it's free. Like you just fucking download and play it. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, I want to play it, man. Yeah, dude, fucking, oh man, that one got me. But there's just not enough to go on yet for the Avowed, so I can't wait to see some more news and information about that one.
Yeah, I got really excited because the symbol that he drew in the air, there's a series of books that I absolutely love by my absolute favorite author. And I was wondering, based on the symbol itself, which was very similar to like the actual symbols that were drawn in this book, I wondered if like this book was, or this universe actually was somehow inspiring the story, or he was in any way involved, because if so, the story was going to be fucking amazing, but I haven't found any evidence that that's
Any
attached.
links?
If I ever find evidence that's attached, I will lose my mind.
Do you know what the universe from the books is called? Because they said what the universe from this game is called, I think.
Did Eora?
That might be. Well, because there's this is theoretically in the same universe as the Pillars of Eternity games, which they already make, which I don't know if that's the same.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. Yeah, I'm saying Eora. I have it Googled on my computer.
Oh, okay.
And so I can see that that's the one that Avowed is in.
Right. So
but
that's
I
the Pillars
don't.
of Eternity. Yeah.
And I don't think this dearly beloved author, I don't think he's had any of his narratives turned into books yet. So that tells me it's probably not anything, which sucks because it'd be so good and so easy. Just needs to happen. But
I don't know how much I care for the fact that they just keep calling it like a Skyrim-like game. Like, Skyrim is not a genre. Like, it's just not. Like, the reason why that upsets me is like Bethesda made so many games. So many games. They have some shit ones, they have some good ones, but because of Bethesda, we have Fallout and we have Elder Scrolls. Like, there's some heavy hitters, right? And it's just like they gave up for like the last 10 years. And we're just like, you know what? New system out, fuck it. We're just going to re-release Skyrim. Re-release Skyrim! Re-release Skyrim! That thing went from just being on Xbox One, right? Or was it 3? It was 360. Xbox 360. And PlayStation 3. And then new consoles came out. Fuck making a new game. Re-release Skyrim. Xbox One, PlayStation 4, got Skyrim. What? You're saying we're shit because we're not on the computer? Re-release Skyrim. Then the Skyrim came to the computer. What? We're not mobile enough. Re-release Skyrim. Then it came to the Switch. It's like, bro, how many fucking times are you going to re-release this game? Like, I can only get excited about it the first time. I don't know what else you want from me. And they didn't change anything. It's the same fucking game. It just is available on another platform.
On the Switch, they gave you like a Link outfit, I think.
So, I'm fucking sorry that I fucking missed that fucking memo.
But I have a theory that game might get released twice more.
I have a theory it's going to as well. When the fucking Xbox X series, I can see it now. Bethesda comes out with their press conference.
One of the things I love about Chris as a person is there's nothing that Chris loves more than a competent, cocky asshole. Like, that is his favorite thing. And especially if they're driven. If they're driven, he's just like, this is my dude. I will partner with this dude for life. And there's nothing Chris hates more than someone who's lazy, who is doing just the bare minimum level of work or just below that, and he like loses his mind.
Well, see,
I love it.
I had love for Bethesda even in their low spots. Like whenever 76 came out and they were under fire, for them to sit there and literally all they said back to all the fan hate was, I mean, we launched it on our own server, so we didn't have to refund you. You should have read the fine print. I was like, bro, that's fucking hilarious. That is fucking hilarious. I was like, I wish I could have been a fly on the wall when someone's like, you know what? This game is going to fucking suck. It's our first time doing an MMO in this specific game series. When we did it for Elder Scrolls, it was fucking trash. And people hated it until it got better. Instead of letting them refund it like they did with Elder Scrolls, let's release it on our own server so they can't refund it. And then they have to stick with the game until it gets better. I was like, I wish I could have been there for that. I would have high-fived that guy. I'm like, fucking good plan, dude. Fuck yeah. Fuck them. and look at them now. Look at them now. Everybody's playing the shit out of it. Why? Because they didn't get a chance to return it. And guess what? All that money that Bethesda didn't have to pay back went into making the game better. And now everybody fucking loves the game. Because not all the bugs are gone, but a good majority of the fucking bugs are gone now. I remember playing that shit day one. It was almost unplayable. It was almost unplayable.
Maybe day one also.
It was unfucking playable. Oh,
yeah, I would like to hold everybody to the higher standard of releasing a playable and well done and polished game.
Oh, for sure. That'd be great. That'd be great. But I'll tell you what, though. Bethesda should forever go back, or should forever go down in the history books as the gaming company that taught people a lesson. That if a server appears out of nowhere, literally fucking thin air, over a night, to release a brand new AAA title, you should probably not buy the game digitally. You should probably go buy it from somewhere where you can get your fucking money back. I remember everybody being so mad about that. And then the whole Burlap Sap thing. That was hilarious. They were sending out those little fucking collector's edition. You got like some fucking sack, and then they ran out of the material for the sack, so they were basically just sending it in fucking paper bags or whatever. People were like, I paid money for that fucking Fallout 76 bag. Are you kidding me? They're like, yeah, we ran out of them. I was like, what?
Every 3 months, there's another story about how they fucked up bugs when you fixed the
it was hilarious. That was like my favorite. I mean, we even did a review show about it where I want to say it was me, Brandon, and Dylan. And that was like one of my fucking favorite review shows. We were just laughing at all that. It was like literally, there's another article. Here's another article. Here's another article. And it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was like, every single one's a new fucking story, dude. It's great. Oh my god, that game was hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. But yeah, I agree with you. I think we haven't seen the end of Skyrim's re-releases yet. Oh yeah, man, never. I would love for them to be like a console released game. Skyrim on Xbox X. It's like, god damn it, dude. I fucking hate you guys.
Sometime. We're bringing it. Skyrim. You're welcome.
Oh my god. I wish they would have had like a mascot too, you know what I mean? Like they actually paid like an actor to walk around and like this fucking, be the actual Dovahkiin just fucking walking around in this fucking barbarian looking armor and shit. And he's like, they call him up and they're like, all right, new systems are coming out. We're releasing. And he's like, come on, guys. Like, I really have to put on my outfit again. Like, it's been like fucking a decade, man. Like, can we just let Skyrim die? I mean, it's almost been a decade, dude. It has been a decade. It has been a decade. Let the fucking game go.
I distinctly remember it was the 11-11-11 game.
Oh, so man. 9 years. Fucking A. It would be so much different if like they wouldn't have re-released it on this series of consoles. But they released it on the Xbox X. I'd be like, oh shit, that's cool. Fuck yeah, I'll go back and play Skyrim remastered for the Xbox X. When you release on every fucking console in between for the last 9 years, dude, I just don't give a shit anymore. I'm waiting for Skyrim on my fucking phone at this point. Like, Jesus, dude. It's probably in the fucking works.
I know one person who has like 4 different copies of it.
Is it Scott?
It is not Scott, no.
Just assumed.
Right, no. Yeah.
I'm going to take a wild guess it's Cody, but...
No. This isn't somebody any of you know. Okay. This is somebody that I know in the accounting world, and he is an accountant. And I when he told me, I was like, "What are you doing? You were making bad decisions." And he's like, "I know." Like, all right.
I only guess Cody because you guys did the DFU on Elder Scrolls, so that's why I made that connection.
That's a fair connection. Yeah.
So
we're doing 2 more of those, by the way.
So another game that I had on the list. And this one I wasn't like super excited for, but I thought it looked very interesting. Warhammer Dark Tide. I've had a very like touch and go relationship with Warhammer. Like sometimes I'm like, dude, okay, this is pretty sick. And then I play it for a while and I'm like, all right, this really isn't that worth it anymore. That's kind of like my relationship with Warhammer. Like I play it and I'm like, yeah, dude, this is cool as fuck. And then I get like a couple hours into it, I'm like, all right, this is super fucking repetitive and there's like nothing else to fucking do. But I just like how it's like I sit my recon team in. We'll have information soon when they make it back, and then they just turn. There's that whole fucking wall of zombies, and I'm like, if they fucking make it back, I was like, holy shit. Oh, but that dude with the chainsaw sword, I was like, bro, that'd be my guy. Let's get it, dude. Ease. But yeah.
Are cool, collectively.
Yeah.
I don't know Warhammer at all myself.
Yeah, me either. I haven't even watched it being played.
They had a free one come out, and I want to say it was like, I know I'm going to fucking say it's wrong, like Riptide or some shit like that. But basically, it's like you were like this old medieval town, which obviously at this point you guys are catching on to the fucking repetitiveness in my video games here. But the medieval style, and it was like these plague towns that you had to go through and like clean out the plague and shit like that. And it was fun. You play it with friends, up to 4 people. You all were 4 different characters and shit like that. It was fun, but it just got super repetitive. Like, for instance, I don't know. I'm pretty sure Kelsey has it. Maybe you have, JoJo. But have you ever played the game Warframe?
Warframe, no.
So Warframe was huge on the computer, and then it recently came to the consoles like a couple years ago. Still kind of fresh. That game is so fun, but the moment that you like get your character leveled up, it's like not even fun to play the game anymore because you literally just like run through levels. I can literally like see a hallway of 20 people, press my fucking sword button once and do a spin, and I'm gonna kill everybody in my path within seconds.
Oh, it doesn't scale with you? The difficulty doesn't scale?
Like the normal campaign-ish missions, no, they don't. They're just basically dumb. And then like they tried to like mix it up with... Now they've been making some great strides, but they try to mix it up with like, oh, you can't get seen at all, so you have to kill all these enemies in stealth and shit like that. It's like, okay, well, this is just your way of making me like not completely run all the way through the fucking mission, right? But they have started to make it to where they're actually turning it into, and this is what's cool about this game specifically, is that they're turning it into an open world game. To already be playing a game that's super linear, that you literally just pick a mission, go do the mission, then you're back in your ship. Pick a mission, go do the mission, then you're back in your ship. They're literally turning it into an open world game now, like a living, breathing environment. And that's pretty fucking cool, honestly. Like you can literally beam down to the planet, run around the planet, and there can be stuff like you're just running past a village and you see smoke and you could fucking run over there and like there'll be people under attack and stuff like that and you can choose to intervene if you want to or not. There's no quest that pops up, no dialogue, text, no nothing. You just walk over there and just start killing people. Whatever you want to do. Yeah. It's pretty insane.
You could have chosen start helping people, but you went with start killing people. Okay, yeah. Definitely choose the nice route.
Warframe. It's not, you're not helping people.
No, not really.
Shooting.
Yeah, let's have a whole discourse on the morality of war.
Exactly. That's what Dead Funny's here for.
You're helping someone. Maybe helping the oil companies.
I'm helping myself.
There we go.
I don't know.
I'm helping myself. But yeah, I mean, there wasn't too much to go on Warhammer. Like I said, it made the list just due to the fact that Warhammer is a big title that's kind of been going around for a while.
Yeah.
It looked interesting.
I think this new one is just the game you played, Vermintide.
Yes.
Like the medieval one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think this is just going to be a Space Guys version of Vermintide based on the title. So if you like Vermintide for 2 hours, you'll love Darktide for 2 hours.
And then I'll be like, all right, I've had enough of this, dude. I love zombie games. And that's the crazy thing. Like, to me, zombies have been outplayed. Like, I can't stand zombie shows. Like, for instance, the other night, I finally sat down and watched Zombieland 2. I love the first one.
Yeah.
But zombies have been so outplayed, I just don't give a fuck about them. Like, The Walking Dead, I couldn't get into that. And that's when the peak of it was, for sure, is whenever it was like, oh, zombies fucking all the time. And then everything was zombies for, like, fucking ever. And I've played so many zombie games where, like, my buddies, because my buddies are really into zombies. We all got into it with fucking Call of Duty Zombies. That's where we started. So those I can still do. That shit's still fun to me. But all these other ones, like, it's just not fucking fun, man. I just don't have fun with it. So I'm kind of worried about it. I don't know if I'm actually going to really get into it. It'd definitely be, like, because it's free, I'll fucking download it and play it. But I probably wouldn't buy it, if I'm being honest. 100%.
I think they announced State of Decay 3 also, which is just...
I've never played a State of Decay. But goddamn, did 3 look good.
Did a bit of 2 on Game Pass, and it seems neat, you know?
3,
cool.
3 looked good. That was probably going to be everybody's favorite part about the fucking review show that I released, because whenever she screams at that wolf, my eyes like fucking went up. I did not see that coming. She's just staring at this wolf. She's like, ah! And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, what the shit was that? And afterwards, she's staring at the deer, and the deer just starts screaming at her. I'm like, what is happening? What is fucking happening? People just screaming at each other. I'm like, what is fucking going on? Oh my god, that shit fucking got me. Another one that's kind of a quick touch, Stalker 2. I never played the first one, but it just looked interesting. Stalker 2 looked pretty interesting. That whole thing at the end where it had like that fucking deformed thing in the tank. I was like, what is that? I want to know. And that was about.
I think that kind of like Fallout. You know, like that's I'm sure it's like not giving it enough credit, but like. It's probably a cool thing that you'd like if you had time.
Well, have you ever got into Metro?
No.
That's another one that I wanted to get into. That's a lot like fucking Fallout.
Right.
Fuck.
Just so many high-end RPGs. I can't spend time on all of them.
Yeah.
It's actually interesting. I was just saying this yesterday, and I was telling my buddies about it today. I get to a point, man, where shooters just don't do it for me anymore. Like, I just don't fucking care. Like, any fucking game that has a gun, I'm automatically losing, like, fucking half my excitement for it the moment I see it. I'm just like, eh. It's getting to that point where it's like...
Is that just you need a sword?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I mean, I know RPG medievals, like, fucking that's my shit. But, man, it's just nuts. Like, anytime a new shooter would come out, I'd be like, oh, yeah, but they had that one... I didn't even put it on the list. Because I just thought the trailer was fucking stupid. It didn't literally do anything for anybody. But that fucking whatever it was, crossfire.
Crossfire?
Yeah, that did not look good at all to me.
The thing about that, Crossfire apparently is like the biggest game in the world, but only in Asia. Like, allegedly, 1 billion people have played that game, and I had never heard of it.
God damn.
It's insane.
It's nuts.
It's never come out here, and it didn't look like, I don't know what it is exactly.
The trailer gave nothing. Literally fucking nothing.
I think so. The game is theoretically right now just multiplayer in Asia, and it's like Counter-Strike. Just basically, it's Counter-Strike, but in Asia. But
CS:GO.
Then now, Remedy is developing a single-player campaign for the game, and then they're releasing it here. And so then. That all that footage is from something totally new that will come out and may be good or not.
Fucking hate it when games do that, when they release like half a part of a game. Like, honestly, this is a game that I actually somewhat enjoy. I usually only play it like whenever friends want me to play it, but like Overwatch is a great example of that. Let me give you half of what normal AAA titles are giving you. And then whenever this maybe does okay, then I'll work on giving you the other half of the game. So more normal AAA titles, it's like, here's a campaign, here's multiplayer. Whenever they do it the other way around, I don't know, man. I feel like I get cheated. Like Titanfall. I was so fucking excited for Titanfall. And it was like, amazing campaign. And it's like, all right, dude, we got to go play the fucking multiplayer. And multiplayer literally was campaign missions, but you fought other teams while you were doing the mission. I'm like, what? This is multiplayer. This is your multiplayer. I was like, did they just spend so much money on the campaign? They're like, all right, guys, let's start the multiplayer. And the accountant ran around and was like, we're broke! We're fucking broke! We've got no more money!
I think it was the reverse. They made all that stuff to be multiplayer stuff, and then they were like, oh shit, we don't have a campaign. Let's contrive some cutscenes.
Oh, you're right. I did get that wrong. It was the other way around for Titanfall 2, because they tried to fix it with Titanfall 2 and apparently fucked it up the other way around. You're right. It was multiplayer.
The campaign is so good.
Exactly. You're right. You're 100% right. Yeah, because that's what it was. You were doing the campaign missions, but there was still the multiplayer aspect to it. And I was like, what the fuck is this nonsense? That's right. The multiplayer we fucking love. Because I remember them saying that, like, You can wall run. You can grappling hook onto fucking things and fucking shoot them. Like, oh yeah. And I was like, wow. And they're like, this is the greatest new multiplayer ever created. Puts all Call of Duties and shit like that to shame. And I was like, holy fuck. And then we came out and I loved it. And I was like, cool, dude, let's go play the fucking campaign. It was like, welcome to multiplayer part 2. Because we don't have a campaign. There's no characters for you to fall in love with. No groundbreaking story. Nothing. It was just, hey, protect the gas tank from exploding. And also kill the other enemy team. Just like you do in multiplayer. And I was like, what the fuck is this nonsense, dude? Oh, that was terrible. Fuck. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, now they'll never make another Titanfall, so. Calm down.
Oh, yes. Shit. But fucking the next one on the list, so we're getting closer to this list here. Tetris, man. What? That came out of the fucking woodworks. I was like, fucking Tetris? Are you kidding? While I was watching, I was like, is this supposed to just be like a commercial of like, Xbox brings everybody together? That's what I thought it was. All of a sudden, it's like fucking doing Tetris blocks. I was like, oh, that's cool. It kind of looks like Tetris. And then it took the people away. And I was like, oh, that is Tetris. I was like, wait, what? Totally fucking caught me off guard. I did not see that coming. I was like, dude, there's been a Tetris like fucking forever. Oh my god.
Here's the thing, though. Go ahead, JoJo.
Oh, this is a port of a game that came out like 2 years ago on PS4.
Is it really?
It was like it's a VR. It's like really cool in VR. That's
I
how
did
they
not
sold
know
it
that
on PS4. But didn't have multiplayer then, and so that's the thing they're advertising for the Xbox version. Now but yeah, it's from like 2 years ago, I think. Kelsey?
Which I'm not gonna lie, if you've never played multiplayer Tetris, it is so much fun. I have never screamed so hard in my entire life as when like my thing suddenly gets filled up with other people's rows that they just like they were able to Tetris on their side, so they threw them at me. I have scared dogs that were sleeping in another room because I was so mad.
I think the
really
closest.
I played a ton of Tetris games on Switch. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
I think the closest I might have ever gotten to playing like multiplayer Tetris was probably, and JoJo know what I'm talking about, Wario Woods. Wario Woods was the shit, dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wario Woods is cool.
Wario Woods was the shit. Growing up, I used to watch my mom play the fuck out of that game, and I started playing it, and yeah, dude, that's probably the closest I've ever gotten to that, where like you can do the thing and fucking shoot it over. Yeah. Oh, Wario Woods, dude.
Did you? Also, Kirby's Avalanche on the Super Nintendo was a puzzle game like that too.
Yep. But yeah, I was just taken back. I was like, "Holy fuck, dude! That's a title I haven't seen in a while. That's crazy. Holy shit." The gunk.
Yeah, gunk. Right.
No, didn't do anything for you, Kelsey.
I'm more need to know.
I felt it had like a Pikmin atmosphere tied in with Astroneer is where I kind of felt that game kind of fell in between, like a Pikmin to Astroneer type deal. It excited me.
Got the Astroneer vibe, yeah.
Well, especially obviously sucking the particles and shit up, but yeah, I don't know. There wasn't enough. I'll give you that. There wasn't enough to like make me go like, oh wow, this game's great. But there was enough there for me to be interested to see what else is going to be coming from that one. Like right now I wouldn't buy it, no. But if I got like another trailer and got a lot more into it, then maybe. It depends on obviously the content, but yeah.
I guess right now in my life I have a lot of games that are similar to that, where the graphics are cute and you run around with a gun and you suck stuff up and you build things and you fight things occasionally, and that's about as complicated as it gets. And so to me it looked, of the titles that we saw today, or I guess I looked at them today, it looked the most childish of the ones that we looked at, and so I was like, this looks like a game for kids, so I'm not going to get super into it because there are other ones I'd rather play. But Jojo, you haven't given your thoughts.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't super know what it is, but I love the name. The gunk is great, and the people who developed it have made good stuff in the past. So, I'm optimistic that'll be cool.
You're a little more positive than me.
Yeah. Yeah, the things they've made are not for children explicitly. I mean, they're not for children, but like, it will be E10 plus or something, right? So for some children and also you.
There you go.
Maybe.
See, there was a game that I chose not to put on the list, mainly because it wasn't during part of the main show. But I can't remember what the name of it's called. It starts with, like, I believe, a B. Balan?
Oh, Balan Wonderland.
Yes, Balan Wonderland. So the only reason I know about this is because, obviously, I'm a fucking Square Enix junkie. They acquired a company that made this game. So it's being released as a Square Enix game, which is fucking awesome. It's called Balan Wonderland, and to me, it just screamed like a child's version of Kingdom Hearts. That's basically how I looked at that game. You want to talk about childish graphics, Kelsey? This game would take the fucking cake. Like, this game would make the gunk look a little bit more like fucking PG-13 to you. Fucking, I was sitting there watching it, and I was so excited because, like, I was watching the guy talk about it, and this is before the show happened. So this is before we actually got to see it. And he's like, if you go to their website, it just shows this curtain and the top hat, and it just says more to become, and it's playing like this musical type music, this really Broadway-ish type music. And I was like, oh, sweet. And I went and fucking like looked at the website. I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. Da, 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 da. The character designs for someone, like the character with the top hat, that was pretty cool. Like, I like the character design and stuff, but like it just, it's not my type, man. I wouldn't pay for it. That's for sure. It's a little too kiddish as far as the graphics and shit go. Like, I'm dead serious, dude. Like, if I was to be like, okay, if you could take one game from that Square Enix has and give it to like preschoolers, what would it be? It would have been Kingdom Hearts. But now it would 100% be this game because this is the kiddish version of Kingdom Hearts, in my opinion. That's literally what it was.
Well, it's like a 3D platform. So the main developer on it is the guy who created Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yep.
So it's like, which is neat. I don't know what he's been doing for a while, but like,
apparently not making Sonic.
Cool.
So
yeah, it looked like a pretty good one of those. Like, better than the actual Sonic games have been making for years.
Dude, fucking the last couple Sonic games have been terrible. Fucking terrible. Oh, what a way to drag a fucking legend through the fucking mud. That's for sure. Whew. These last games have been bad. So, another I don't know why I jumped directly into the honorable mentions because I still had one more on my list, but we'll get to the last. We'll say that as the last one, whatever. But the other honorable mention I had, because I really want to go back and play the first one, and I think it would be really fun for us to do on the channel, is play the multiplayer version of it that just came out. Hello Neighbor 2.
Yay!
Hello Neighbor 2 looks fucking awesome. The one where it's like Hello Neighbor with Friends or whatever it's called. I can't remember what the fuck that one's called, that standalone version. We all really need to fucking play that on the channel. Like, I'm going to get us together to do a game out of that one. That's going to fucking have to happen. Because that looks awesome. I'm super fucking pumped for that. But yeah, Hello Neighbor. I played the first one for the channel. I did a review blog about it, so it's on the channel. You guys can go watch it. Those of you at home who are wondering either one what the game is or two what I thought about it. But yeah, I thought it was pretty fun. I had a lot of good time, but it was just a demo. So I really want to play the actual game itself and beat it, or attempt to beat it. Who knows if I'll actually be able to beat it, but attempt to beat it. Since, it's basically all fucking luck-based, honestly. I mean, there's so many times where I got caught doing some shit, and I was like, I don't think that should have fucking happened. And then there's still other times where, like, I did some outlandish shit and made tons of noise, and, like, he was just like, yeah, I'm going to go about my fucking business. I didn't fucking hear anything. So, he kind of does what he wants to fucking do. But yeah, the Hello Neighbor 2 looked really fucking good. I actually was really excited about that. I liked whenever the robber was chasing him down the hallway, and the guy grabbed a rod and threw it, and the robber tripped over it. I was like, that's an interesting mechanic, right?
I don't think the original allowed you, because I didn't play the original, but I've watched a lot of gameplay of it. It looks like the original, once that you started being chased, there was nothing you could really do to like defend yourself, slow down your attacker. And it looks like they added that mechanic in, which is really exciting because it changes how you're going to go through the house.
Exactly, 100%. And whenever he picked up that crowbar and started going up to the window, I was like, oh, I mean, it looked like the dude got tired and walked away, to literally see him be like, nah, fuck that. And he went and got like a fucking chainsaw to start going through the fucking door. I was like, holy shit. I want to play this game. Like, I really want to play this game.
A lot scarier.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. 100%. I don't know. Might be too scary for Kelsey. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh.
See, I started by being excited, and now I'm just annoyed.
I can go to sleep knowing that my job was completed. Anyways. So, the last one that I had on my list, and then obviously if there's anything that Kelsey or JoJo wanted to bring up, we'll go on to that too. But the last one I had on my list I really wanted to talk about, main one that I was super fucking excited for, one that Kelsey definitely will not play, The Medium. The fucking Medium. If you play that, you have to record. Like, that has to happen. Have to do that. 100%.
It looked really good.
This is Kelsey, the one that said she'll never play a scary game. Talking about The Medium. I literally, Kelsey doesn't know this, but I've literally come up with like possible subscription goals around Kelsey having to record and play a fucking scary game with music up and lights off. Like, really play a fucking scary game.
Whole new level.
Even better, I've actually wanted to do the situation where Kelsey would not only have to play a scary game with lights out and the music up, but play a scary game that I've already played while I sit next to her, commenting on the fact of her, like, taking too long to go into a room because she's scared and shit like that. Oh yeah, that would make great content.
That's how you die. You die on camera.
That would make such great. I'd be like, Kelsey, why are you running away? You have to go that way. Like, I know he's chasing you, but you have to go down that hallway. What are you doing? Oh man. There's only one scary game I've actually played that's actually legitimately scared me to like the point where like I would actually have to take frequent breaks from it, like just like kind of walk away, and that's fucking Outlast. Solely due to the fact that you can't fight back. I'm not used to that. I'm used to being able to, like, at the end of the day, Resident Evil, I've got a pistol or something. But Outlast, where you physically can't fight back, like, sooner or later, I'm like, all right, dude, my fucking adrenaline's through the roof. And, like, it doesn't, like, scare me. I'm like, oh, shit! But it's like my chest is pumping. And I'm like, all right, I got to put the game down. I got to walk away for a second. I got two naked guys where I can full-on see everything chasing me down a fucking hallway. Like, I need to just distance my. It's weird. I did not know that was a thing in that game until I started playing it. And all of a sudden, these two guys are like, "Hey, fuck face! I'll crack your fucking skull open." I turn around and look, and there's like this jail cell door in front of them. And I look, and they're just full out hanging dong. It's all out there for you to see. None of it is covered. Full male nudity. Two guys, full male nudity. You're in a mental patient like rundown facility, an asylum. Like, you're basically a reporter that's got, like, a lot of news that, like, they're mistreating patients, all this weird shit was going on, and that's why they shut it down. But now you're getting reports of, like, there's still people there, and there's still doctors there that have went crazy who's, like, experimenting on fucking patients and shit like that. And you're like, I gotta go check this shit out, right? I'm just a reporter. Nothing can hurt me. I'll fucking sue you if you touch me. That's not how that works whenever they're fucking insane. They don't give a shit. And you cannot fight back. You physically cannot fight back. There's no mechanic for you to fight. You can run and you can hide. That is it. And the only light you have is your recorder that eats up batteries like fucking crazy. So you have to also find batteries around the fucking game to continue to recharge your fucking recorder so you can fucking see. Or you're just stumbling in fucking pitch black darkness like, hopefully I fucking find out where I'm supposed to go. Don't worry though. The patients can see you in the dark. They have zero issue with their night vision. You, on the other hand.
Chris, I'm not playing this game. Just want to be very clear.
All right, guys, you heard it here first. 1,000 subs. 1,000 subs.
No, that was not my language. Not a thing I said.
Oh, how crazy would that be? We wake up tomorrow with 1,000 subs. I'm like, Kelsey. Kelsey. I would literally call her Kelsey.
You have to do this. Nope.
Oh shit. Nah, I wouldn't force you to play something like Outlast. That shit fucking gets my heart bumping. That game's rough. That game is rough, and I want to play Outlast 2 so bad, and I just haven't gotten around to. Do I really want to put myself through this again? Like, do I really want to do that? I just never had a game that just made my heart pump so fucking fast. I was actually like literally having to take fucking breaks. I've never had that happen before, so I kind of want to play the second one because that's an achievement. That is an achievement.
Yeah.
Well, Jojo, did you have any thoughts about the medium?
Oh, I'm bad at scary stuff too. I don't know. It looks neat. I don't know how much it's about like shooting things or whatever. Like if it's kind of like a Resident Evil thing, I might play it.
I don't think so.
If it's more about just stuff being spooky, then yeah, I probably won't play it. Even though it looks cool, like the switching between two realities thing is the best level in Titanfall 2. Going back to that, so I'm into that concept for sure. But
well, was it just me? Because I didn't get to read the words on the screen, but it didn't it say like there were certain aspects where you'd have to go through both worlds at the same time?
I couldn't tell if they're just showing that if you actually see it side by side, or they're showing it side by side to tell you, look, we have both worlds and you can switch between them. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know that we got enough in the trailer to know for sure whether you're going to see both worlds at the same time. Or if it's just like you kind of like with Tomb Raider, where you can activate your spidey senses, for lack of a better way, and it'll highlight everything you can interact with in your world. I wonder if it's you kind of highlight and are able to see the other world for a few seconds and then plan your way through it.
Well, for me, what it reminded me a lot of, and this one won't resonate so well with Kelsey, so I'll use another analogy as well that will, and maybe not JoJo either because you're not big into scary games.
The past?
No, I was going to say Silent Hill. To me, it seemed a lot like Silent Hill. And then the other analogy I have is like it seemed a lot to me like Stranger Things. Yeah,
I can see the relationship there.
Exactly. That's what that kind of seemed like to me. Like there'd be certain aspects where like you get to something and then you switch, and now you're all the way in the bizarre world, if you'll call it that, and do that. And that's a lot like Silent Hill too. Because when the game first started, I thought that's what it was. I was like, oh my god, they made another Silent Hill. How did I not know about this? And then it wasn't. And like the entire fucking time I'm watching the trailer, I'm like, this Silent Hill. This Silent Hill. Oh, this is 100% Silent Hill. And then it was like, this is not Silent Hill. And I was like, oh, it's not Silent Hill. Thought it was. But yeah, that was... yeah, that's true. Well, that was one of the games where I was like, yep, that's going on the fucking list. So I'm super pumped for that one. That one should be a lot of fun. There were a couple other murder mysteries that didn't really make my list, honestly. The one that was like kind of like on the edge of my list, and then I saw the medium, and it just knocked that one off. I was like, nope, I'm taking that spot. It was a story about, and this was during the Xbox show. It was a story about a brother and a sister, and it seems like at some point the mother gets a gun, and she chased the son outside. And something happened, well, at least the story makes you believe, something happened that the brother ended up killing the mother. And then the cops show up, they split up the two kids, they don't see each other, and then like years later, here they are in their 20s getting reunited. And they're going back to their old family cabin to try to figure out everything that happened that night. And you're going through trying to replay the steps and solve like what happened to the mom. Why did she just switch like that? Like she was like a caring, loving mother the entire time. Then out of nowhere, she's chasing the kid with a fucking shotgun. And that was almost there. It was almost there. I was like, ooh, that's not that bad. But there was no scary aspect to it. The scariness is what made the medium go. Oh, it's just a thriller? Yeah, it's just a thriller. The scariest is what made the medium go, oh, fuck yeah. Like I'm getting this one. So maybe at some point I'll go back and play that.
That other one sounds really cool. I might actually go check that out.
Yeah, it like I said, it was interesting, but I don't know. It didn't make the list for me.
Jojo, what's the game that you're most excited about after watching this?
Oh, I mean, I'm just already excited for Halo because it's Halo forever. So
fucking right.
I'll not say that and say Psychonauts 2 that we didn't talk about, but like
really nice.
That game might not come out. Like it's been in development for so long, but it's been in development for so long, it has to be good. It doesn't, but like, yeah, no, the first one's great.
We've got hopes.
Yeah, the first one's great, and they have Microsoft money now, so they can probably finish it in a way that'll be good. And yeah, I'm excited for that for sure. It looks great in the trailer today.
I like that. They've got Microsoft money now, so they'll be all right.
Well, if they've got Microsoft money, so if they make a shit game, it's because they're bad at their jobs, not because they can't come up with the money to do good work.
Right. And they were at least good at their jobs a couple times before this, so I hope they can do it again.
So we have confidence in their competence. Now let's see what they can do with extra funding. Totally with you.
Right, but so much, like, it's been like 15 years since the first game came out, more than that maybe.
God,
and so there's a lot of history there to live up to at this point.
So
it has to be really good, not be kind of underwhelming.
So before we dive further into Psychonauts 2 or whatever, I do want to go back because I did look it up, and I want to make sure I'm not misrepresenting the game itself, because it does touch on a couple of different topics. So I want to make sure I give the game its specific aspect. It's called Tell Me Why. And it's a narrative-based game from developers of Life is Strange, which was a really, really good game. It's kind of like a Telltale series, Kelsey, where it's chapter by chapter by chapter. It's about twins who can see visions of the past. The game is the first from a major studio to feature a playable transgender character. So it actually wasn't a brother. When it was younger, when it was younger, it wasn't a brother. Because I thought I saw two little girls at first, and I didn't understand why. So right?
Right. Yeah. They were twin. They were both born female, and then
correct.
The
brother
is the trans.
Right. The brother is the trans.
The brother.
So, yeah. First feature playable transgender character, which would be a significant boon for the LGBTQ representation in video games, because I don't really think that there's been too much until now.
No.
Yeah. And then depending on the choices the gamer makes, the ending of the story will change. And the game is due to come out August 27th. Or at least Chapter 1 is going to come out August 27th. So yeah. Did not know the character was transgender. Doesn't change anything for me. I just want to make sure that I pointed that out, because that is like such a big significance in the gaming community. So yeah. Like I said, didn't want to misrepresent the game itself. But yeah, no. I mean, like I said, it looked good. It just was on the fence for me.
I mean,
but who knows?
It's just a good game, and they make fine products if you like that sort of adventure game.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. I mean, I was going to say, I didn't play Life is Strange, but I played the fuck out of Life is Strange too. So Chapter 2's trailers could be something that's like, oh, fuck, I want to go play Tell Me Why now. So it's just going to really depend. Like I said, the first trailer didn't grab me the way I wanted it to. I was on the fence. But I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of interested to see why the mom went fucking psychotic and tried to kill the kid. So, we'll see. We shall see. But other than that, I mean, was there any game? I know Kelsey's not the biggest on Xbox, but was there any game? Like, are you like more like PlayStation, and like you like more PlayStation house? Oh, okay, I don't know. We just started playing Overwatch. Okay, our gaming relationship is like barely growing at this point.
I know, but like,
so I don't know.
No, you have no excuse. Don't you give me this shit, because one of the very first episodes I was ever on for Dead Funny, we did hey, everybody get to know each other, and we like talked about the consoles that we had and what we preferred. So,
get the fuck over yourself. That was 80.
You forgot.
That was like
one of your partners on the channel.
That was like. Give me a second here. That was fucking. This is episode 90. All right, 89 episodes ago, Kelsey. All right, get the fuck out of here. I don't remember that shit.
No.
Get out of here.
No. Yeah. No. I'm gonna stand on my righteous anger right now.
You do you. You do you.
I'll get support. Your mother will support me.
It's fucking ridiculous. She finds everybody in my life to support but me. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. Every time.
That just means she's very confident in your strength as a person, that you don't need it.
I guess. Maybe there's something for me, like literally moving all the way across the United States of America at the age of 18 on nothing but $2,000 and made it, 10 years. So, yeah, that's probably fair. I'll give you that. It's the dumbest move of my life. I mean, it worked out. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, it did.
It worked out.
A ton of risk.
I took a
level of risk you were taking.
If I was to point out some of the dumbest shit I've done as a kid, that's probably close to the top of the list. Like that. If my kid came to me and was like, "Hey, this is my plan," I'd be like, "That's fucking stupid." Easily. But I didn't have somebody tell me that. It was just like, "I'm gonna do what he's gonna do." So. 18 now. Be gone. So, and I was. Boom. Done. Literally didn't know anybody up here but the person I was dating. That was it. That was it. But, like I said, it worked out. No big deal. But yeah, so I guess if there was any kind of game out there that either one of you were possibly hoping that we would see. No? I mean, I know all of us.
Still developing crap right now.
I mean, I know all of us were really hoping to see, fucking Final Fantasy VII Remake coming to the Xbox. That would be great. For sure. I get that. That's
they're bringing Dragon Quest to Xbox, so Final Fantasy's next, probably.
Probably, dude. Probably.
Anytime Xbox has a video, I hope they'll announce a Banjo-Kazooie game, and I know they won't. I still have it.
So you must have been like me and fucking got excited as shit when you saw Rare pop up on the screen, right?
Yeah.
Or did you already know what they were going to be showcasing?
I knew they had something, but I forgot what it was called. I still don't really know what that game is.
I did it.
Everwild.
I left with so many questions. I was like, I don't even know what I'm fucking watching. So many questions. I'll say this though. I was looking at it and I was like, please, for the love of God, tell me this is gonna be like a Conker's Bad Fur Day 2. Please. I want a sequel to that game so bad. They put that on the Game Pass, the Rare Replay. And and I downloaded it and I was playing Conker's Bad Fur Day. And my girlfriend was watching me and I kid you not, she's like, how old were you when you played this game the first time? I was like, pretty fucking young. And man, is that not a game to play when you're a kid. Nope, that is not a game to play when you were a kid. But I forgot how dumb the premise of that game was. Literally just a fucking Panther King that wants to kill a red squirrel to use him as a table leg. That's it. That's the whole point of the game. You're trying to survive so you don't become a fucking table leg. That's crazy. Well, I guess if you guys didn't really...
Star game.
Yeah, it's fun though. You should fucking look it up. The game's fucking hilarious. They actually start making fun of movies. So you got like fucking Saving Private Ryan and it's Saving Private and wrote it. They make fun of Van Helsing. That's another one that they did in that game. And I could have swore there was another fucking movie they did too. I don't know. But forever, the best...
Yeah, it becomes a space thing at the end, so there's something... There's
and then they had the bank heist too, and they made fun of the Matrix in that one because he dodging the bullets.
They did that Matrix thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, oh man, dude. But the poo monster, that'll forever be the best. The gigantic fucking poo monster singing about how he's gonna throw his shit at you. Like that's so great.
Yeah, so fantastic. Great.
Yeah.
That does not sound like my kind of humor.
And then you throw sweet corn into the lake of poo, and he uses it as his teeth.
This is not my kind of humor.
It cracks me up every time I play it. It's great. It's good shit.
I'm glad you're entertained.
But anyways, we're going to go ahead and end this one. That pretty much does it for us for the Xbox Showcase. Like I said, I made a list of games that I thought were pretty interesting. One to me and two that were like the big hitters. I mean, obviously Halo's always going to be a big hitter and shit like that. So want to make sure we touched over some of those. There were some games that, you guys liked that you want to put in the comment section below. Let us know. Also make sure to just let us know what you thought overall about the Xbox, showcase. Did it exceed expectations? Was it bad? Good? Obviously, if you're a PlayStation fan, you don't have to comment, but I know most of you will if you are, because that's just apparently, that's all the chat was in the side. Like the whole time I had the chat up, it was just like PS5 and then blue hearts all over the place. And I was like, come on, guys. Like, just let Xbox be Xbox, man. Like, no one did that for some. Oh, wait, that's right. Sony didn't do that. Anyways, so Sony chose not to fucking do anything. But yeah, I don't really have anything else on that. Like I said, I had fun. If you didn't watch it, you can always check it out on our channel if you can't find it anywhere. Because like I said, we have that up somewhere. You'll see it. It's a real big Xbox case show. You can go watch that. But at the end of all this, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. We'll see you next time.